Hi Gemini, welcome to your 2024 reading. My name is Emma, I'm from SoulSync Expression. So what we're going to do today is we are going to go through the general messages from Spirit for 2024. Love, so your person, their past, present energies, how they view you, how they view the connection, their next steps and any advice. We're going to go through career and business then with the past and current energies again, your next goal, any advice on how to get there and any blockages. And then we're going to go through last little bits of advice in general for 2024. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. So let's see, what do we have for Gemini for 2024? General messages from Spirit, please. So two cards fell out there. So we have Poised and we have Yin. General messages for Gemini for 2024, please, from Spirit. So we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. General messages for Gemini for 2024 from Spirit, please. So we have Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Oracle card. General messages for Gemini for 2024, please. So we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Get some general messages for 2024 for Gemini, please, from the universe. So we have the Star. We have the Hanged Man, we have the Death card. We have the Eight of Wands. Seven of Swords. The Nine of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Tower, which I think you can't see there, but I'll just show you there and then we'll keep it separate for now. So I'm going to read from the oracle cards for you from the books and then we'll go into the tarot afterwards. So first here we have Poised, it's number 48, which breaks down to a 12, which then breaks down to a 3. So poised, what it means is being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and confidence. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. So we have Yin, number 2. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you. Poised to receive the bounty, that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. And they do actually say the word poised in there, which is this card here, so funny that they came out together. I'll go into it a bit more once I've read all of them, and then we can take it from there. So here we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With the love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Release control and trust the universe. A professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. So here we have Cow Spirit. Again, miracles are endless. That's number 15, which breaks down to a 6. You are at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. Fully embrace this truth by focusing on all you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you, the work you are proud to do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire you and nourish your soul. Cow Spirit nudges you to pay attention because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices, actions, and behaviors that you know feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. Now is also the time when you will see many of your projects and commitments that were set in motion in the past begin to yield valuable gifts that will bring you joy and love and sustain you for a long time to come. Stay positive and share your well-being with others. The more you share, the more you will manifest, so be generous. Cow Spirit promises you will never run out of miracles. Okay, and then lastly we have here the ever-unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. Let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently. To treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby. To wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother you had has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. Okay, so with all of these oracle cards, it is mostly saying in general that for 2024, I think is a big one for it is that you need to trust the universe, and instead of going out and chasing the things that you want, you need to understand that you just need to be in a place of being able to receive those blessings coming your way. If you're resisting something, so if you're, let's say for example, it's got to do with, because it can have to do with a bunch of different things, but let's say for example it's got to do with a relationship. Let's say if you're so focused on having this one person in your life or wanting that person to be with that person, you're resisting the opportunity for someone new who's actually better for you and who's going to treat you much better, and that you're going to be even more in love with. That you I know right now you couldn't picture that, but you're going to be even more in love with than you were with the first person, and you're resisting that from coming in. So I think it's saying, and it may not be a relationship, that was just an example. It could be something to do with work, it could be something to do with your own business, it could be to do with a certain way of how you think of things or your spirituality. It can be a multitude of different things, but what I'm saying is that you need to get to the place where instead of wanting or yearning for a specific outcome or a specific solution to a problem that you might have, you need to just get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to be open to whatever comes my way. And especially here, it's also saying keep your heart open. So whether that's a new person or a new way of being, or a new job, a new person in business, a new a new client, whatever it is, it's saying keep your heart open. Like, don't close it off because you've gone through a tough time. And also the end of this tough time is coming. You're about to get through that. So in 2024, it is saying that you can trust the universe, that miracles are coming to you. All you need to do is be open to them and stop resisting them. With the tarot here, so we have the Star card, which is all about hope. It's about inspiration and creativity. It's also about being content, and a lot of it has to do with healing. So you might be doing a lot of healing in 2024 and being inspired to start new things. We also do have the Hanged Man here, which is very much about either that you're feeling trapped or confined, or that you're being very self-limiting. So you're not allowing, like I said, these blessings to come in, or you think that you're not good enough to be able to get these blessings, or to be able to start that business, or be able to get that promotion, or whatever it is. With the Hanged Man as well, it also can represent letting go. So you might need to let go of something, like I said, either a relationship, a business, a career, a friendship. It could be a way that you think, it could be something to do with letting go in general as well, like letting go of control, with this being here telling you to receive. So that could be one of it as well. And then the Death card is about change. It is also about spiritual transformation, and letting go again. So there's definitely something that needs to end here, and it's about the change and the transition, but it is also representative of new beginnings. And I feel like these new beginnings are going to come in very quickly. So whatever it is that's ending, when you finally decide to let go of this, that's when all of these Eight of Wands are coming straight for you. And the Eight of Wands in general means, like I said, it does mean speed, like very quickly, but it also means progress, and it is about movement or action. And it's kind of exciting times coming in. Or things gaining momentum. So, and the ones are all about things like passion, your drive, a purpose, that type of thing. So I feel like whatever's coming in is going to come in quickly, and it's going to be in line with your desires and purpose and that type of thing. With the Seven of Swords here, so the Seven of Swords can be about some sort of lies or trickery. It can sometimes mean theft. So keep your doors locked. No, but it doesn't always mean exactly that. It can also mean some sort of risky behavior. So I feel like there is someone that you might need to keep an eye out for, that might be trying to intentionally maybe manipulate you, or lie to you, hide something from you, something along those lines, some sort of trickery. And I feel like with this being here, you are going to get to a point where you're like, I can't deal with this anymore. I don't have the ability to deal with this situation anymore. But what it's saying is that you do have it. This card is all about being tired, and it's about, you're at your wit's end now. You're at the point where there's this ongoing battle, and you're done with it now. But it is also about persistence, and about that you have the strength to keep going. And that doesn't mean to keep going as in like to stay with whoever this person is, or keep them in your life, whether that's a partner or a friend or whoever this is, business, doesn't matter. It is just saying that you have the strength to decide what it is that you want, and let this situation or this person go, and let them out of your life in 2024. And then we do have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is about good news. It's about a solid beginning and setting goals, or laying foundations of something. So I feel by letting this situation / person go, you will be bringing in, like I said, these gifts that are coming your way, because you've ended this other cycle that needs to end. But resisting it is what stopped you from being able to get this new beginning, or this. It could be even a person coming into your life, maybe a young person. They could be younger than you, or there could be an age difference. But someone who's very faithful, dependable. They're you know, nurturing, that type of thing. So, and they're about, there's a lot of consistency when it comes to them. So it's not like hot and cold energy. So this could be, again, a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a business partner, it could be someone in your career who's going to help you out. It's just a representative of generally a person, but that it can be about a new beginning. So that is the general energy. Let's move on to your love situation in 2024. Okay, so for Gemini, let's see, what does the love life for Gemini look like in 2024? So we have all that glitters, and we have time for a nap. So with this card here, all that glitters, is number 16, which represents a 7. So it says a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, and chasing after every sparkling new thing being mercurial. So with this, it's about, this card generally usually speaks about that things that you think are amazing are not actually as great as you think they are. Like you're basically putting this person on a pedestal, or that type of thing. Let's just see. I'm going to read from the relationship message side. So sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz or glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart and let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. So maybe it's a little bit different in the relationship side of things, but what that's saying is that maybe you are looking at someone and saying, like, maybe you're overlooking a person because they don't have the looks that you like, or the job that you want them to have, or the money, or that they don't treat you in a certain way. Now, obviously, if they don't treat you in a loving way and they treat you really badly, obviously don't go there and don't overlook that. But in the way that you're like, oh, they can't give me as much time as I would like to get from them, or something along those lines. So maybe it's that you're overlooking someone that actually has the potential to be someone that's gonna really bring out the best in you. It could be your own person that you're with now, it could be a future person, or it could be maybe even a friend that you already know. When we pull the tarot, we'll find out a bit more. And then with time for a nap at the bottom of the deck, that's number 24, which breaks down to a 6. So this card generally speaks about resting and taking the time to actually rejuvenate, instead of like either you're overthinking something, or you're constantly working on something to do with your relationship, or even you're constantly working on yourself to be ready for a new relationship, or whatever it is. It's telling you to just relax, like take some time to yourself. So what it says is rest, rejuvenation and renewal, temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. And let's read the relationship messages for you. So when it comes to the matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. If you're not partnered, it's good to take this time out to get to know yourself. If you've been involved with someone, relax and just be with your partner. This is going to be an uneventful moment in time. Don't force anything now. Allow things to flow naturally, and a beautiful renewal will take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest so that your love and connection can become rejuvenated. So again, like I was saying, if you're not with someone right now, let's say, for example, if you and your person are in separation, it's basically saying, like, just stop for a moment. Don't try and contact them. Don't try and make things right. Don't try and resolve anything. Just take a break, relax, get to that point where you're calm and you actually, feel like you're in the point where you know yourself again, and then you can look at taking action after that. But for now, just relax. And for those of you who are with your person, like it said in the book, just be with your person, just relax and be with them at this time. There's no need for any movement or growth or anything like that right now. Just have a good time. And then if you are single and there's no one involved in your life, it's basically saying that you don't really need to do anything right now. You might be overlooking someone, but right now don't take any action. Let's just chill. So let's see. I'm going to see who is your person for Gemini. Who is your person? Okay, so we have the Two of Swords here. So the Two of Swords is usually about, it can be about a truce, or it can sometimes be a stalemate or a crossroads, but your person is at this point of, they need to make a decision. I think they might be torn between two things. So it's either that your partner is torn between maybe you and all the stuff that they have to get done. It could be between you and another person, whether that be another person romantically or another, like a friend. Maybe you and the friend aren't getting along, and it's one of their childhood friends or a long-term friendship, and they're like, well, I can't, you know, if I go with my partner, then that's going to cause issues with my friend, and if I go with my friend, it's going to cause issues with my partner. It could also be that like maybe they have children and they're trying to prioritize that, or even work or other things in their family. But we do also have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, so that does also make me think maybe children are involved for some of you. For others of you, the Sun is about someone being very positive, or they love freedom and fun. It is also about like joy and confidence, happiness, like that type of thing. So they could be like a very happy, positive person in general, but at the moment they're in the state of, there's some sort of decision that needs to be made, and they're kind of meditating on it to think what they need to do. So let's see, what are their past energy? So what is the past energy? Past energy is the Queen of Pentacles. So in the past there was someone who is quite stable, very honest and truthful, quite protective, they're independent. They also are, you know, quite witty and funny, but they are also very fair and realistic, focused, that type of thing. So those are the past energies there. And then at the bottom of the deck, we also have the Two of Cups. So I feel like in the past, you guys had a very kind of good connection, and you were in a place where you were with this person and you were both kind of giving and taking equally. It's about a balanced partnership and a lot of love there. For those of you who are single and there's no person involved just yet, this could have been that you were in a relationship beforehand with a person who was like this in the past. So let's see present energies or current energies with your person. Okay, so we have two cards popping up here. So we have the High Priestess and we have the Three of Wands. So with the High Priestess here, so the High Priestess is about your intuition. It is about spirituality. So maybe it is at a point at the moment where you're kind of reflecting on your internal self and going within to see what it is that you actually want. And then the Three of Wands can be about a lot of waiting. So there also could be some sort of long distance planning, but it also can mean like you are traveling or moving forward, some sort of adventure. So basically what I see here for the relationship, so for those of you who are currently in a relationship, I feel like maybe at the moment you're in this energy of like, let's just relax and reflect and that type of thing, and then let's kind of plan what's happening next in our relationship, and that you want it to happen quite quickly and passionately. For those of you who are in separation with your person at the moment, I feel like this is a point where you're both going internally to see what it is that you actually want, and you're waiting for communication from this person. And then lastly, if you're single and there's no person involved, this could be a case of, again, that you're working on yourself right now, and you're kind of just going into your own journey and listening to your intuition and that type of thing, and that you're planning your next moves when it comes to love, whether that's going out there and being with someone, or going out and having fun with your friends, or being single, that type of thing. You might be wanting to travel, and again, with this here, with the Eight of Wands, it's that you want it to happen quickly, and whatever it is that your next goal is, and again, this can also be about movement. So maybe you're traveling abroad to be with a new person, or that type of thing. So let's see, how does your person view you? We have the Five of Wands here. So the Five of Wands is about conflict. They could see you as someone who's quite fiery. There could also be some sort of like arguments or disagreements happening at the moment. Maybe like an ego clash or some form of competition. So if you're in a relationship at the moment, maybe you've had a few arguments lately or that type of thing. But with the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups again. So they do love you, and they have a lot of love for you. But I feel like maybe lately there's been some sort of conflict that you guys need to get over. So that's how they're viewing you right now. So let's see, how do they view the connection? Ace of Cups. So again, they have a lot of love for you. And listen, if this isn't, if you're single, sorry, let me just go over that. If you're not with anyone right now, obviously this would go for both if you're in a relationship or if you're in separation with your person. There's been arguments lately and conflict and that type of thing, or that you're quite fiery. But if you're single, this would have to do with how your person might view you in the future. You might actually meet them through conflict with someone else. And then how they view the connection. So whether, again, this for if you're single, whatever I'm about to say now, it would be for future reference of whatever this person that's coming into your life will feel. So with the Ace of Cups, it's about new beginnings, usually to do with the relationship or a romance. Can also be friendship and that type of thing, but we are asking about romance here. So it could be that if you're in a connection, they want to renew this sense of love and come forward with a new beginning with you if you're in separation, or if you're in a point of in a relationship already, they want to resolve whatever issue this was with you and maybe just start over fresh and be happy with you, and yeah, just be with you and show you love. We also have the Queen of Cups at the bottom, which is also about someone who's quite your connection is kind of like emotionally mature. Like you guys are generally quite good with showing emotions and that type of thing. And it's also about like you guys have this security together. Like there's a lot of loving warmth and romance, and it's a very loyal, loving relationship is what I see here, or that's what I'm seeing. That's how they see the connection anyway, or that's how they see you in their connection, is that there's a lot of love coming from you. It might be also just for some of you, maybe with this conflict, you see how her cup is closed there. It could be a situation where you guys are holding back your emotions right now because of this conflict. But I do see that some sort of new beginning or fresh start is coming in here, or how they view your connection anyway. So let's see. What are their next actions for Gemini? What's their person's next actions? We have Strength, and this one also wanted to pop out here, so I'm just going to put it here. So we have Strength and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So Strength it's overcoming something. It's being brave and having the courage or confidence to be able to overcome some sort of situation. So for those of you who are in partnership, maybe with this fight they're gaining the strength or being brave and just kind of finding a way to move past it. For those of you in separation, it could be the strength to either that they're trying to find the strength to either come and work on things with you, or for those of you who aren't wanting to work with the person in the past, it could be the strength that to move on, that they're trying to find that inner strength to move on. With people who are single, it could be that their next action, basically, that you're going to meet them from embodying this strength card yourself, from being confident and brave and in control and like of your emotions and that type of thing. With the Seven of Pentacles, so that's talking about effort. So it could be that they want to put in the effort to make this connection work. Sometimes it does also speak of that they feel like maybe that they're putting in all this effort, but they're only getting a certain amount back from you. Because I asked what their next action is. But if their action is with this, it does usually mean to work on the relationship, maybe find the courage and the strength to work on this with you moving forward. Again, for people who don't have this person yet, that person in the future will want to, when they come in, their next action, they want to try and put in the effort with you. We do also have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck with this question. So it could be a case that they are really like stressed about this situation, about whatever happened between you guys. Like they're anxious about it. They might be having like intrusive thoughts and that type of thing. It is about like fear, and they might be feeling a bit negative at the moment or overwhelmed, or that they're at their breaking point. So that's just how they're at the moment. They're probably anxious and in this fear state, and they need to find the strength to either move past this or to work on it and get this sorted. So then I just want to see any advice for Gemini for 2024 in their love life. So we have the King of Pentacles. Let's see, any advice. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Three of Swords. And then again at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Swords. So with the advice, I feel like what it's telling you is that you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on getting to this point where you can be this stable person who is like focused on reaching their goals and being successful, like in whatever way that means to you, whether that's with a job or a career, or even just like having the friendships that you want or the love life that you want or that type of thing. I think that you need to focus on just bettering yourself and making sure that you are feeling happy. The Eight of Cups here also does speak about moving on and moving on to maybe better things. So maybe some of you in 2024 are having to leave someone in the past, maybe from this conflict. And it does talk about that all these things that you're leaving behind, you're going to find something else, because whatever you're leaving behind, there was something missing. So you're going to find something that's a lot better for you. It's about moving forward in the right direction. Also about having like the emotional strength to move on from something. And that could mean that either like you're leaving the person behind and you're having to let go of them, which can be quite tough. It does talk about letting go, but it could also be about letting go of any issues that you might have had. I feel like for most of you, it could be walking away from someone, that you need to walk away from someone, especially with the Three of Swords being here. So the Three of Swords is about like quite a rough time with a heartbreak. It can mean also that maybe you feel like you've been betrayed, or that there's some sort of betrayal there, and that doesn't always mean a third-party situation, but it can mean a third-party situation with the Three of Swords. That's only for very few of you. Please only take what resonates. Don't create it in your mind that there's been a third-party situation if you haven't got any indication of that. But it is also about separation and some sort of confusion or misunderstanding. So I feel like you're going to have to watch out for those types of things, of any misunderstandings or confusions or any sort of heartbreak situations. You might need to move on for that. Like I said, some of you will need to move on from this person. Others of you, maybe like if you're single, maybe it's getting that you're not fully over your ex yet, and that you need to get over them and focus on yourself and better yourself and to be able to allow new people into your life. And then for some of you, then it can be about that you need to move past some sort of situation that's happened in the past in your relationship, to be able to be in the state of that you're secure within yourself and that you're happy to be with whoever it is that you're going to be with, whether that's your current person or a new person. So take what resonates, but that is the outcome or the advice there. So really just do, the main thing is focusing on yourself and bettering yourself and doing what's right for you is the main thing here that I'm getting out of it. So let's pull some romance angels. So Gemini's love life 2024, please. We have wedding. The situation involves marriage. So you might be married to the person that you're with, or maybe the person that you're going towards is going to be the person that you are with, but it can also just talk about like a long-term commitment, stable commitment. So maybe also you might be getting married or going to whatever next step it is in your relationship that you need to, with the wedding card being there. Let's see. 2024 Gemini. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So with the codependency, some of you might be in a relationship where you guys have this kind of codependent dynamic. And I feel like that might be something that, and it's coming out on the High Priestess here, so maybe that is something that you need to work on, that you need to come to a point where you realize you don't actually need this person in your life. Like, you're actually very happy by yourself and bettering yourself and that type of thing, but you are wanting this person in your life. It's not that you actually need them. Codependent relationships are quite difficult to break that dynamic, but it is something that's really important because codependency can be quite unhealthy. But for others of you, very rarely, but it can be that sometimes there's some sort of addiction, like maybe it's alcohol, drugs, or a way of thinking or something like that, that there's some sort of addiction that is affecting your relationship. We do also have children, so your love life is being affected by children. So this could mean, like I said, that you could actually have children with the person, or you could be having children with your next person, or going to have children with the current person. Obviously take what resonates with whatever situation you're in, if you're single, if you're with the person, or if you're in separation, or whatever it is. Let's get one more. Gemini 2024, please. We have playfulness. So to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So, and then also at the bottom of the deck here, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship and that it's a happy, healthy relationship, that we don't have any of this codependency or anything like that, then I feel like to get past this conflict, especially because it's out on this conflict card, you need to just be playful with each other again. Like, find your like inner child and just have fun again. Maybe go on a date, or have like take the, if you guys live together and you have for ages or whatever, and that the romance isn't as sparky as it used to be, let's say you've passed the honeymoon phase, take the mattress out to the living room and like watch a movie in the living room with some popcorn and some sweets or whatever. Like, make it a little date night at home if you can't afford to go out, or that, you know, just do something nice for each other and have fun together. And then for keep an open mind, this is very similar to this All That Glitters card, is that for those of you who are single or in separation from someone, it's saying that basically you might think that your soulmate is this person from your past, if you're single or in separation with your person. But what it's saying is that the person that you actually, that is your soulmate, might not be the normal type that you look for. So you might be overlooking your soulmate. They might already be in your world, or it might be that when you come across them, don't be looking for, okay, so let's say for example, if you like someone with dark hair and blue eyes, don't be looking for that person and, oh no, they don't have dark hair and blue eyes, so I'm not going to be with them, or I'm not going to give them a chance. What it's saying is just keep an open mind with whoever, because if you find that connection, it might not be the exact idea that you have in your head of what your soulmate would be, whether that's, like I said, it might be looks, it might be a job, it might be money that they have, it might be a certain way that they think, or whatever. It could be a bunch of different things, but it's saying just keep an open mind about that. So I'm going to pull some message cards here, but generally these messages are either for people in separation with someone, mostly, or it can also be how the person is feeling that if you're in a relationship with them now. For singles, I'd say take it as it resonates. It might be for your future person, it might be for a past person, but what we're going to do is we're just going to pull out these cards here and see what happens. So for Gemini, what would their person say if they could without holding anything back? So we have, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Again, I can't stop thinking about you. They're clearly thinking about you. Finding out the truth crushed me. Being near you is intoxicating. You speak to me through music. I want to tell you how I feel, and I look for you everywhere. So take what resonates there and leave the rest. Please don't take anything, like, you know, if this is all here saying like this move on type of thing and you're in a happy, healthy relationship, obviously do not just leave your partner. But a lot of it is about focusing on yourself and realizing that not everything has to be the way that you want it to be or want it to look like, or that type of thing. Letting go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's move on to your career and business side of the reading. Okay, so let's look into your 2024 Gemini for your career or for your business. So we have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer, and then at the bottom of the deck we have don't let your past hold you back. So with this one here, the personal issue reaches resolution, I'm going to read it from the book and then we'll take it from there. So things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer, and there's, while I'm filming this actually, there is a full moon in Cancer happening right now. So heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign, so there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests that both a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being the kind leader. This is a time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner, and then meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy, stop sulking, and have you had enough family time lately? And then let's just read the South Node. So that's this one here. So the South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card often comes up as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating or even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, and there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. I release the past. A relationship is karmic and is played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive, and just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. So take that how that resonates. These could be relating to a personal issue. I know I'm pulling on the career, but it could be relating to a personal issue. If it does, you'll know it. But when it comes to these cards with your business or with your career, I feel like basically there's been something that's happened that's gotten you to this point. It might even be a change within yourself that's gotten you to this point where you're kind of feeling stuck in what you're doing. What this card was also saying is maybe like a lateral movement might be an option for you. So if you're in a career, let's say, and you're looking to get a promotion, or that you're not happy in like the certain, if you're in a corporate, let's say, you're not happy in the department that you're in, maybe instead of looking at getting a promotion in that department, maybe look at getting a lateral move in the same business or in a different business, into a different type of career path. Let's say if you're in admin and you want to go to sales, like do a lateral move that you're going into sales but you're at the same level as what you would be on an admin level type of thing. That's just for some of you. Then for others is basically maybe that you're looking to let go of a past career and maybe look at maybe opening up a business or that type of thing instead. Let's see what the tarot has to say anyway. So my first question I want to ask is the past energies when it comes to your career. So past energies for Gemini 2024. 10 of Wands. So I feel like you're at a point, like it's already happened. This is the past. So I feel like you're past your point of, like, you're past your point of allowing whatever it is that to happen in your career. So you're very kind of like, you're feeling very overwhelmed or overburdened, like you have too much on your plate maybe. It is also about, you have maybe a lot of, like, you're very stressed about the amount of responsibility that you have, or that you feel like there's an overload of work. It also does mean burnout. So I feel like there's some sort of issues with your current career or business where you just feel like you've been overworking yourself and it's just too much for you. So let's see, we do also have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of here. So maybe it could also be that you're not, like, you're overloading with your work life and you're not being able to give to your family or just to the rest of your life, that stuff that makes you happy. Let's see, what are the present energies with your career or business, Gemini 2024? We have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is generally the slowest moving energy in the deck. So it could be that you're waiting for either someone else to make a decision, like maybe you've gone for a promotion or a new job or whatever, and you're waiting for that person to make a decision, or with, if you're in a business or whatever, you're waiting for someone, you're waiting for things to pick up, maybe a certain client to make a decision or something like that. It does also show hard work and being persistent and patient. So I feel like you are at a stage where you're being patient, but it's killing you, because we do also have the 5 of Pentacles here. 5 of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold. It can be about temporary financial hardship. So that, if that resonates for some of you, maybe you're being patient with a new job. Maybe it could be that you left your old job or lost your old job, and that you're at a point now where you're either struggling financially or you're worried about struggling financially. The 5 of Pentacles can also sometimes mean unemployment or poverty. So I feel like this is a big concern for you, and you're waiting for something to come in and you're trying to be patient about it, but you are stressed about finances at the moment. Also for people in a business, could be the same situation where maybe you've had like a very tough year in 2023 or the beginning of 2024, where you're kind of waiting for some sort of income to come in and you're stressing out about money in general. So let's see, what is your next goal? The Hierophant. So with the next goal, and then we also have the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the Hierophant is about kind of like traditional institutions or values, and like either conforming or it can be about like religious beliefs, just conventional type of things, and then also it can also mean a teacher, sometimes even a spiritual teacher sometimes as well. And then we also have the 3 of Pentacles here, which is about like maybe collaborating with people or becoming like a professional in what you do. Like it could be about learning, like maybe you're learning a new skill or studying something to be able to get to a point where you can get a better job or get a new job or pick up your business. Or like maybe, let's say for example, if it's business, let's say for example you sell jewelry and you're really good at making this jewelry, but you're terrible at marketing or social media or whatever it is that you need to for people to buy the jewelry. You're going to be focusing on that type of thing. That's just an example. Take what resonates. So the Three of Pentacles, like I said, it is about like working on things, and it could be collaborating with someone or partnership. So that is also it could be some sort of person or professional who's going to help you with this next goal. So I want to ask, is there any advice for Gemini on how to get there? We have the Seven of Pentacles. So you need to put in the effort. So you need to put in the hard work. And I know right now it's showing basically that you're looking at this bush and you can't see these pentacles in this bush. You've been breaking here for ages and you've only got this one lousy pentacle. So what it's saying is that you just need to put in the work yourself to get to this goal. For most of you, it would be that. For others of you, it could be that you're putting in effort in the wrong thing and that you need to look at putting your effort elsewhere. So Seven of Pentacles is about things coming to fruition and hard work paying off. So you will get the results that you want if you're putting in the work to get there. And then we have the Page of Cups at the bottom, and the Page of Cups is about like your inner child or youthfulness. It can also mean like something like you are quite sensitive. It could mean listening to your inner voice and happy news. So I feel like what it's saying is that maybe you might be working on something that with this year, especially going to like the traditional values and things like that, you might be going back to what you wanted to be as a child. Like let's say for example you wanted to be a firefighter as a child, but you went into banking, for example. That's just an example, but it's basically saying like look at your inner child, like what is it, listen to your inner voice, what is it that you actually want to do, and put the effort into that, and do it that way, because you're letting your past hold you back here with this card as well. So I'm going to see, are there any blockages? What blockages are there for Gemini? Queen of Swords, and we have the Moon at the bottom. So the Queen of Swords is someone who's very honest and truthful, can be kind of protective. They are very realistic, and can be a little bit skeptical sometimes, but very intelligent. And then we also have the Moon at the bottom of the deck here, and the Moon is about, again, your intuition. It can be about like anxiety or fear. It's listening to your subconscious. It can be about like misconception and that type of thing. So I feel like the blockage here is one of two things. Either you are this person and that you are being kind of protective, or not, like being too, using your logical mind to make a decision on your career rather than like feeling what your intuition is telling you, or listening to your inner voice of what you want to do, or what you should be doing. Like if you're in a business, like you're listening to the logical side, instead of feeling what it is that you should be doing. And for others of you, it could be that there's a person, very likely to be feminine energy. That doesn't mean male or female, could be very likely female, but just some sort of feminine energy that is blocking you from getting past a certain point. Maybe like a manager or a colleague, or someone in your life who's like being a bit, like they're being honest and truthful of what their feelings are on the situation. Like let's say for example you have a business, and the person, there's some sort of person in your life that like maybe like a friend or even a mother or whatever it is, that's saying to you like, I feel like that you're not going to be successful in this because of this logical reason and that logical reason, and like it's blocking you from feeling like you have it in you to be able to move to the next step. The moon is also sometimes about deception. So maybe this person is going and stop blocking you in a way that's like telling your manager things about you that they know would stop you from getting the promotion or whatever it is. That's only for very, very few of you. Take what resonates. So that's any blockages. And then let's just get any advice for you with your career or business for 2024. Oh, a few things came out there. So we have the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the King of Cups. I'm not too sure if you can see that there. Yeah, and then we have the High Priestess. And at the bottom of the deck, we also have the 6 of Wands. So they all came out. I didn't expect that. I was only going to pull one card. What the advice is it's saying get out of your own head. Like stop. Your thoughts are trapping you. So if you're in this place now where you're you feel like you're juggling too much, you need to find the balance or you need to make a decision, stop getting in your head, because you're the only person who's trapping you. Your thoughts are trapping you, not the situation. Because I feel like once you've made the decision, you're going to get to this point where you have success, especially here with victory. This is success, this is support, this is sometimes followers. It's about victory in general and success. And this card as well is about happy times, and that's the 4 of Wands. So that's about, you know, happy times and success, and sometimes being with family. It could sometimes mean marriage, but marriage could just be like a commitment of some sort, like maybe if you're starting your own business, maybe it could be that like you get a long-term contract with someone who's going to be purchasing your services or your goods on a recurring basis or whatever it may be. We have the King of Cups as well, which is about being like confident and loyal and successful and that type of thing, but in the most loving way. The King of Cups is very like affectionate and calm, caring, they're sympathetic, very balanced, you know, like that type of thing. So I feel like that's going to be how your career or your business goes if you make this decision. And then we also have the High Priestess here, which is like, you know, your intuition knows what you need to do. Don't be listening to any other person who has anything to say about it. You know what you should be doing, and you need to take those steps and make that decision for yourself. Get out of your own mind, make the decision that you can feel yourself, like your inner voice calling you to do, and you will have the success. So that's everything for the career side. Let's move on to just general advice for 2024. Okay, so general advice from the universe or from spirit for 2024 for Gemini, please. So we have get grounded, and then we have answer the call. Okay, so with this one here, we have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So you're being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it's all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you're absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pulled this card, you are very likely an empath or highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. There are 2 types of people: those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature, put your hands on a tree, your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, and walk barefoot on the earth. Do something to get you grounded and connect with the earth. So that is this one here, and this is on page 36, which is a 9. So what is your soul calling you to do? Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary, it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for step-by-step plan before they take the first step, but intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul, and that's why most people don't do it. But you're not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it is leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan. There's no end destination. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. What is your soul calling you to do? So I feel like that is a very powerful 2 cards there already. So we have already in the first general messages got a message that, Gemini, you need to get to the point where you trust the universe and that you stop trying to control things and stop the resistance. And here again, it's basically, and there was a lot as well in both your readings of your love and your career, of your intuition and your inner voice. So I feel like you need to listen to that inner voice. I feel like you're scared to do something. Either you're not sure, and in that case, you need to listen. You need to try and find the answers within yourself of what is it that you want to do in 2024, whether that has to do with your relationship, a career situation, whatever it is. And the way to do that, I feel, is to get grounded. So like go for walks in nature. Like it says, like put your palms on the tree. Like I know it sounds very kind of like hippie, but I promise you it's going to help you. And like walk barefoot. I know in the northern hemisphere it's winter right now, but even just try and like stay outside for less than 5 minutes barefoot, walking on the grass or walking on the ground or on the beach or whatever it is that's close to you or that suits you. Because I feel like when you do that, you're gonna find the answers within yourself if you're unsure of something, or that you're gonna get the courage from doing that to listen to what your soul's already been telling you that you've been too scared to do. So let's pull some tarot then, just for general advice for 2024 from the universe or spirit for Gemini, please. So we have the Knight of Swords. Let's see what else. General. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. We have Justice. We have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 9 of Cups. That's beautiful. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So general advice is, with the Knight of Swords, things are probably moving quite quickly in 2024. So there could be some sort of planning that you need to do with this, but it can also sometimes mean delayed news, and that you need patience. So be patient with yourself, with others, with whatever it is that you're trying to figure out. The Ace of Cups is all about love and new beginnings, so embody that type of way of being, of just show love to the people around you, to yourself, especially it's coming from the heart chakra here. So really just show the love to other people, like have kindness and love towards people. We also have Justice, so things are going to balance out. Things may or may not go in your favor, but I feel like whatever is going to happen will be the right thing that is for you and everyone around you. The 10 of Cups here is ultimate happiness, so that's great to have. It can also mean about family, like in the love reading, some of you might be starting a family this year or getting married or that type of thing. But it is about ultimate happiness for you and everyone around you. And we have the 9 of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. So you're going to be basically listening to your soul and going into the thing that is going to make all your wishes come true, whatever that may be for you. And then, like I said, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is about give and take, again, like a balance, it could be about someone like helping you maybe financially, or you helping someone else financially, but it is about giving and taking equally. So that could be in relationships, it could be in business or in work or with friendships or whatever. So just be kind is also about kindness. So be kind, show love, be patient, and things are going to balance out, and you are going to get the rewards and everything that you want. So very great outcome to have for general messages, or sorry, it's a great outcome for any advice for 2024. But that was your reading, Gemini. Thank you for staying with me this long. If you managed to get through it all, I really appreciate it. If you feel called to, please like the video and subscribe. I am new to YouTube, so anything might help to help grow the channel. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Take care.